Now, in terms of Donald Trump, the brother's making the debate way too easy for me. World War III? We had the first attack on the U.S. Capitol since the War of 1812. The first attack on the U.S. Capitol by U.S. citizens in U.S. history. Who facilitated and nurtured this attack? Donald J. Trump.
That's actually
on
not true.
Twitter,
That's
on all these social media platforms.
That's not true.
Come on January 6th.
Come on, January 6th. That's Jamaal Bowman of New York, if you couldn't tell by now. He's going off there on Byron Donalds. They're talking about Trump's presidency, how effective he was. I'm not sure what the general point of this whole debate is. They kind of spanned on several things. But one of the things that Byron did point out was how Trump was avoiding to get us into World War III. But that's when Bowman started to talk about that attack on our own soil. So let's watch more of this debate.
What I'm looking for is somebody who can come in day one and get America back on track. Donald Trump has done it once. He can do it again. And I would ask all Americans, you have President Trump, you have President Biden. They both done the job. The question is, who did it better?
I'm going to let
we
you
know the answer to that.
Now, in terms of Donald Trump, the brother's making the debate way too easy for me. World War III? We had the first attack on the U.S. Capitol since the War of 1812. The first attack on the U.S. Capitol by U.S. citizens in U.S. history. Who facilitated and nurtured this attack? Donald J. Trump.
Name
it's
the
gonna
statement.
Be crazy.
Jamal, name the statement.
I'm going to meet, he in his speech, I'm going to meet you down there. He tried to ride with the Secret Service. They was like, chill, President Trump, you bugging. You can't ride with us. He let his supporters come in past the metal detectors with guns during the speech on January 6th. They were carrying wooden crosses down the street. This is what he did. So he's endorsing an insurrectionist.
Not true at all.
He's part of a party
Not true at all.
Many of them voted to overturn the election results and push the big lie.
Jackson, you're in New York. Do New Yorkers, they still say bugging? I mean, I thought that was
yeah, they do. Mostly older ones. It's kind of gone out. I don't hear it as much, but yeah, people still definitely say that. And when I first moved here 7 years ago, they was really still saying it. Oh. Maybe it's gone out a little bit. But
it's like the Bay Area here, and they say hella all the time. I thought it was going to stop around 2003 or 4, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry. There was a lot going on here. There was the debate based off of who's better, President Trump or President Biden. And, you know, those direct, I got to be honest. I mean, the depths of what you can get with this type of debate don't really work when it comes to this quick yelling format, though, which, again, they decided to yell and debate more about systemic racism here. And I think you can guess who was on which side here. Go.
To truly invest in poverty, you have to reverse the impact of the disproportionate distribution of wealth that happened post-slavery. You've had Jim Crow, black laws, KKK, mass incarceration. You've had globalization where with the race to the bottom, chasing low-cost labor all over the world, taking industrial jobs out of the black communities. You know what they brought back in? Cops and drugs and the numbers game. You gave us an illegal economy and cops, but never repaired the harm that you have caused, which is why mostly gun trafficking is trafficking in the black and brown communities, and black and brown people are killing each other with it. So when I talk about dealing with the issue of poverty, I'm talking about reparations.
People have started in different parts in life. We both acknowledge that.
Yes.
I will never sit here and say
some that. Some were slave masters, some were slaves.
Of other people in America. I'm not going to make that point because we both know that is not true.
Your thoughts here on this, Jackson? Of course, we could figure that Donald's is talking about how it's not a big enough deal, but then he does acknowledge that there's been two different starting points. I'd love to know how he figures that that doesn't affect what we're dealing with today.
Well, you know, I think first and foremost, the Republican Party is abysmally pathetic. I mean, the fact that Donald Trump is in the position that he's in and that anybody goes to bat for him is beyond ridiculous. Okay, Jamaal Bowman pointed out January 6th. But then he's also been impeached twice. He's the first president in history to be indicted. And then before he got in office, all the tax dodging that not only he did, but his father did, the tax fraud, all the people he ripped off, all the bankruptcies, all the scams, none of that matters. Somehow he's the man for the job. You can't even look past him. So again, it's like you really have to be someone who's just completely disingenuous to go up to bat for Trump and say he's the man who can take us where we need to go. Donald Trump, was he not the president when COVID hit? You know what I'm saying? How many Republicans were whining and griping about all the shutdowns? Was he not the president when that happened? Yes, he was. But somehow that's the Democrats' fault. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as you pointed out, like with these types of discussions, it's really almost a waste of time, because how can you really sit across from somebody and take them seriously like Donald Trump's who we need in office right now, despite basically an entire life of being a criminal, you know, and not a very good one, not a very good one. You know, like, so
just one that brags about how he's gotten away with so many different things, from taxing. And yes, he's been punished for these types of business practices. He's done discriminatory things, all that go into it. But we're supposed to forget all of that stuff. We know what he's made up of and how he operates. But, you know, it's just a matter of protecting the party and their next steps of any kind of, I guess, support, since he's running for president again. So they can't cross him. It's weird. I think we were mentioning before how afraid so many of these folks are of just hitting him. Just a simple, he's the most vulnerable, in the most vulnerable position right now. And it's just like, I don't know. I think I'm afraid of his followers who are ready to find someone else.
His entire life is easy to pick apart and destroy. You could talk about his personal life and just make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, literally, like, not even the business stuff, the political stuff, none of, just talk about his personal life. Ron DeSantis couldn't even do that well. You know what I'm saying? So again, I mean, it's not like I feel sorry for the party, and, you know, I'm a registered independent, so I'm not like a loyal Democrat or anything like that. But again, like, it really is mind blowing to watch a man like Donald Trump be this impervious to defeat, at least within the Republican Party.
That's all he needs. That's what he's going off of.